people who want to like screenshot this on ×2 and then put it on their playlist, you know, for later on. I guess y'all can do that, I guess, because it will be removed. And I'm going to say this, but I don't know if I really mean it because I've said it a bunch of times. I'm going to try to stop doing videos like this. But sometimes I feel like, I guess my narcissistic personality makes me feel like I need to say some stuff, you know, and I don't even know. I made a short video the other day about, I was upset. I was just kind of creeping, and first off, I don't really know how Larry found out who TC Boggs' wife is. That was kind of disturbing. Either he's got some help or he's just real good at this shit, because I don't know. Well, with her having a different last name, like, I don't know about that shit, but before I say all this, I will say that whether my opinion matters or not, which probably not, I don't agree with what Larry's doing. I don't think that TC Boggs is, when he mentioned your wife, that it kind of warranted the kind of response that you're giving. But hey, you do you, boo. You do you, man. I know you've been through hell on here, so you do what you need to do. But you're kind of giving a response similar to what James Best gave, really kind of overboard. But do I think TC probably deserves it? Yeah, I do. I will get on here and say what somebody deserves. And TC deserves whatever he gets. And so do I. Whatever I get, you know, I deserve. But also, I want to say that I'm kind of really disappointed in TC, and I'm sure he don't give two fucks about how I feel about him, but I'm disappointed in him. When I first come on YouTube, me and TC had about 30 subscribers, and then I kind of grew a little bit because I was kind of really pissing off some people and kind of outgrew him a little bit. And I kind of like TC. TC was, you know, just a regular guy. Just on here sharing his opinion, you know, and we all had enemies or people that we didn't like, but then we got over it. You know, some of us do. Some of us get over it. Some of us don't. And I've always kind of wondered why TC just had so much fucking hate in him. Had so much hate in him for Ike. And all we can do is assume, because he beats around the bush, and when he does say why he don't like him, it don't really fucking make any sense. Like, this don't warrant what you say about Ike don't fucking really warrant the fucking hate and the bullshit that you don't fucking sent this guy's way. It's just, I mean, I have seen you spit at the fucking camera. You've been so mad at this shit, you know? So you have some deep, deep, deep hate towards several men on here. And in the beginning, you would just kind of spew your hate, you know, which, you know, we all at the time was, and even still now, we're just spewing hate, right? And I never really knew where that shit come from. Really didn't give a fuck either. But I think I'm kind of figuring it out. We're going to talk about that. I seen where Larry kind of put his wife's name up there, and I was like, they don't have the same last name, so I'm going to be nosy, and I'm going to pull this shit up on Facebook. And I'm not going to put any screenshots up there. I'm not going to put her name up there. Going to try to do some stuff a little bit different than I used to. Just going to talk about it. I'm not even going to say her name. Because evidently you can tell somebody. And TC, you shouldn't get mad at this. Because evidently you feel like it's okay, and maybe it is. And I'm sure with your liberal logic, you know how the rules don't apply for you, but they apply for everybody else. You're probably going to get real pissed off at this. But just remember, you can't make rules that only you get to follow. So I've heard you tell James Best his wife was the breadwinner and all this kind of stuff, and his wife was this and his wife was that. Never did really speak ill about her, but you was using his wife to shit all over him. And we all know that old elite here likes to give fucking people their own goddamn medicine. You know. And hey, today you're going to take some medicine, TC. You just going to take some medicine, brother. You used James Best's wife to take a big old fucking shit on James Best while never really saying anything negative about James Best's wife. You also did that to Larry here recently. You didn't defend the act of fucking YouTubers calling somebody's goddamn wife and spreading fucking lies and almost ruining somebody's fucking marriage. You didn't denounce that type shit. You didn't say them motherfuckers were fucking pieces of shit. And wasn't one of the guys on there that was on that call you can't stand? But you can't take a shit on Ike. I heard Ike was on the call. If you wasn't, I apologize, Ike. You can't take a shit on Ike for being on the call without taking a shit on somebody you're fucking scared of. You're fucking afraid of certain people that was on that fucking call, because we all know on here, I do, that you're a fucking pussy. You're a loudmouth fucking pussy. And when it comes down to somebody wanting to fucking put hands on you, because that's what real men do. That's what real men do. Whether you believe it or not. Whether any of you motherfuckers believe it or not. Real men fucking throw hands at each other. They've been doing it since fucking biblical days. They've been doing it since fucking ever. But now this fucking society has done raised up a bunch of goddamn pussies, and now we think that we can just fucking run our goddamn mouth all over the fucking place, and then whenever somebody wants to fucking bust you in your mouth, you say, oh, some of you guys got that toxic masculinity, and you think throwing hands and punching at each other solves problems. It 100% fucking solves problems. 100%. Because unless you bust a motherfucker in their mouth, there is no consequences. What other consequences is it? And 90% of y'all motherfuckers on here that claim to be badasses and big mouths, we've seen it with Hensley. How many people was scared of Hensley? Even you, TC Boggs. This dude couldn't hardly walk. And then whenever it come down that his mouth has done got him into some fucking shit, what did he do? Oh, I'm crippled. Well, a crippled motherfucker that can't protect himself shouldn't be trying to get himself into some shit. Just like Willie, that pussy in fucking Florida that you fucking support, TC Boggs. You know why? Because you're afraid of him. You're afraid of him. He's got records. He's got records of domestic. How come you ain't running with that? How come Willie ain't a fucking wife beater? How come Willie ain't a wife beater, but James Best is? They got some of the same fucking charges. Matter of fact, if you look at Willie's, he was convicted of that shit and done some fucking time for it. He was a convicted, guilty, but it don't make a fuck to you because your agenda don't mean that you got to be fucking guilty. Because Stewart raped a fucking 16-year-old or jacked off to a 16-year-old because of a witness statement. So I guess you think everything fucking Donald Trump has done in all of these fucking allegations and fucking charges, every goddamn one of them is true. Because they was charges. Or do you think that maybe Donald Trump didn't do some of this shit and they're just fucking trying to fuck him off? I don't know. Don't care. But it don't matter to you whether you're guilty or innocent or what, or you got out of it or what. You fucking, according to fucking Judge TC goddamn Boggs, you guilty as fuck if TC don't like you. Because I've never heard you say a goddamn thing about the convicted Willie's Pub over there that has committed domestic fucking violence. He has and was convicted of it. Done his little jail time. I've not heard you say a goddamn thing about your friend over there that you're afraid of for using brass knuckles and whooping somebody's ass in front of his own children because he's a fucking idiot. Never. Never. What do you think that done to those kids? You think they're going to grow up with a little bit of fucking traumatic experience whenever they was a fucking kid because their fucking dad, assaulted somebody with a fucking deadly weapon? No, you don't care because it don't fit your agenda and you're scared of that guy. Just like y'all all in the NFG are scared of him because y'all allow him in there with a guilty 718 nigga fucking name. Ain't nobody gonna kick him out because every fucking one of y'all are scared of him. See, it's all about that fucking agenda and who you're afraid of on YouTube. That's all that matters. If you're afraid of them, you don't say a goddamn thing. I've seen Bubba get on your fucking live stream, TC Boggs, and fucking control your whole fucking shit. And he was being out of fucking control. And guess what? You didn't do. You didn't say, Bubba, we're not going to tolerate this on my channel. You got to get the fuck off of here. No, you let him do it because you're fucking scared of him, pussy. But it wasn't until fucking Bubba said, nobody's going to fuck with TC Boggs because I got his back, until you started getting fucking tough on here. I've seen Hensley call you a bitch 116 times and you never fucking did nothing on his fucking, you never even goddamn come back at him on his live stream. But now you the baddest son bitch on here. No, you're a pussy being protected because your friends know you're a pussy. That's what you are. And now you're a fucking pedophile advocate. Save the fucking children. You made up a whole goddamn thing because you watched a fucking documentary about fucking somebody having sex dolls. You the one that fucking started that shit about Randall and fucking ran with it. And not only you ran with it, every fucking body else ran with it. You could have easily destroyed that fucking boy's life. And now, since he's told his story, makes it even worse because he should be a fucking alcoholic. That dude should be in prison over what he's been through. And now he's got fucking grown men that's older than him, old enough to be his fucking father, calling him a fucking pedophile only because he was James Best's friend. You attacked that fucking dude knowing goddamn well he was helpless. I'm sorry, Randall, but you're fucking helpless. You can't fucking talk shit. You can't fucking fight. You can't fucking protect yourself, not whatsoever. But TC Boggs fucking started some shit with a goddamn guy. And then TC's got the fucking audacity to fucking come on the goddamn YouTube and say, all of y'all attack fucking people that can't fucking, the weak. All y'all do is attack the weak. TC, you have become one of the biggest fucking shitbags in this fucking community only because you think you have fucking Bubba and Narc having your fucking back. And then y'all want to say Coach don't fight his fucking battles when every fucking body Narc don't like is the same motherfucker TC Boggs don't like. You know what? And Narc tells everybody, I don't fuck with nobody that don't fuck with me. Bullshit, Narc. You do fuck with people that don't fuck with you because now somebody that's got fucking 20 goddamn views has done spoke out about fucking Stewart. And now you're on his fucking ass, sending your goddamn trolls to his fucking channel. You are a fucking bully. And you will always be a bully until somebody hits you in your fucking mouth. And I can't believe it ain't already happened. But I can tell you what'll happen when somebody does. You're going to call the fucking police, just like your fucking boy, James Hensley did, just like your fucking sidekick, fucking TC Boggs did, and just like half of them motherfuckers over there that y'all ride with call the fucking cops. Because that's what y'all fucking are. Why that dude that runs that shit tolerates y'all's fucking side talking mouth ass motherfuckers, individuals, I don't understand it. And now we got TC Boggs out here with a wife that's got I support fucking transgenders on her goddamn on her fucking Facebook. I support transgender children. TC Boggs, do you know what this fucking society does to transgender children? Do you? And you fucking support it while you're out here on fucking YouTube trying to play fucking kid hero? When we know you're not a fucking kid hero. Because if you was a fucking kid hero, you wouldn't be allowing that fucking shit in your own goddamn house. And now there's a fucking rumor going around that I didn't start, that your 10-year-old son is a fucking transgender. And you're allowing that shit? I don't know if it's true. The only way, TC, to even prove that your fucking son is not a transgender is to fucking put him on camera. And I don't recommend that whatsoever. Please don't ever do that. I don't know if your son is a transgender or not, but I'm led to believe he might be, which is fucking disgusting that you allow a 10-year-old boy that carries your fucking name to walk around and think he's a fucking girl. If that's true, that is fucking sick. But we all know that fucking this shit ain't got to be true, right? We can just take it and run with it. Ain't that what y'all do over there? Ain't that what y'all do over there, TC Boggs? You just take something that you fucking just think up or you might fucking seen in a documentary and you try to ruin somebody with fucking calling them a pedophile and you just fucking run with it for fucking years. It's been over a year since that shit started, probably. Now, you have quit, but you fucking started it. You brought it up, and now that shit is continuing to carry on. And Randall's got to fucking live with a year worth of fucking harassment being something that he's not. So, well, truth don't matter on here. It's just in a fucking agenda. So it don't make a fuck if anything I say is true. All I got to do is just halfway fucking believe it. And I halfway fucking believe since I seen the profile pictures on your wife's Facebook that says, I support the protection of trans children. And I also seen where she claims, matter of fact, I am going to show this shit. Give me 1 second here and I will pull this up. I've kind of got to add it to the deal here. We're going to show this. I have blacked out the name so to protect the innocent, which I don't fucking feel she's too goddamn innocent if this is what she's doing to her own son. As you can see, I blacked out the name, but this is a profile picture. In this home, we believe love is love. I also believe that in my home. In this home, we believe Black Lives Matter. In this home, I also believe Black Lives Matter. I believe white lives matter. I believe every fucking lives matter in the home I live in. In this home, we believe climate change is real. I don't know enough about that. I know it's hot as almost said something racist. Almost said something racist. God damn it. Let me cut that shit out. I know it's hot as fuck outside right now. So I don't know about the climate change. It could be real. In this home, we believe no human being is illegal. In TC Boggs' home, he believes to let every fucking body over here just open borders and fucking just swarm the fuck over here. Just come on over here. Ain't no illegal human being. In this home, we believe women's rights are human rights. In my home, I believe everybody's rights are human rights. In this home, we believe all genders are whole, holy, and good. All genders. Guess how many fucking genders I believe are holy and good in my fucking house? 2, because that's the only fucking genders they are. There's only 2 fucking genders. But in fucking TC Boggs' home, they believe there are many genders. There's fucking, there, you know, the motherfucking crazy motherfucker that thinks they're a goddamn furry. They're holy and good in TC Boggs' fucking house. They're not mentally they're not mentally unstable. Now I believe they're human and they need some help, but I don't believe they're a fucking gender. Now let's go to the next one. This account supports the protection of trans kids. Now, when I seen this, this really struck me. And remember, guys, it's all an agenda. It don't got to be true. At one time, TC Boggs went after a woman on YouTube all because he did not agree with the way she thought. He didn't agree with the way she thought. So he starts attacking her, calling her a fucking bitch, all this fucking shit. Started making videos, dogging the fuck out of her. All of his fucking little 22 fucking minions over there that believes he's fucking higher than mighty attack this fucking woman. All them trolls that fucking TC Boggs has got over there started attacking this fucking woman. Even me. I made fucking videos about the crazy bitch. But I would have never even fucking knew about her if it wasn't for TC Boggs attacking her for what she believed. Now, was she crazy? Fuck yeah. But it's a free fucking world. And I believe if you want to sit in your fucking house and be crazy on the internet, you can be. This woman never did a goddamn thing to TC Boggs. He attacked her because of the way she thought. Ain't that what liberals do? Ain't that fucking what Democrat, liberal, fucking left wing, fucking lunatics do? They attack you for the way you think. But goddamn it, don't let nobody attack you for the way you think. Don't let nobody attack your fucking wife because she believes in the protection of trans children, while her husband out here is pretending to be a fucking advocate for fucking pedophilia. Oh, I want to protect the kids from pedophiles. How about you protect the fucking kids from fucking being trans? Now you say, how do you protect a kid from being trans? Don't fucking let them be. This fucking, a kid, if you agree with this right here, TC Boggs, that a fucking kid, let's just say it is true that your 10-year-old is a fucking transgender, and you're allowing your son, your biological son, to think that he is a goddamn girl, and you're going along with that, that is the same thing. What about the 16-year-old that y'all think Stewart jacked off in front of? What's the problem? Was she not old enough for consent? Was she not old enough to be able to agree that a man should jack off in front of me? What's the problem? Everybody went to fuck every one of y'all, including you, TC, went after fucking local guy because he was trying to screw a 17-year-old girl in Connecticut that worked at the damn Dunkin' Donut. He was a pedophile, y'all said. Only because that 17-year-old wasn't old enough to consent. But you tell me that kids, that means under fucking 18. You mean to tell me kids are old enough to tell you they don't want their penis no more? And then you take them to the fucking doctor and they start giving them fucking puberty blockers. So whenever they start kind of growing a little set of nerds down there, it just melts them off. They never get to experience an orgasm because the treatment for trans kids ain't to tell them you're a fucking boy. Ain't to tell them this is just a phase. You're going to grow out of it whenever your fucking balls grow in and your pecker starts getting erect. You're going to realize that son bitch is fun to play with. Raise him as a boy until he's 18, and then if that son bitch wants to be a fucking weirdo, then let him be. But he'll have 18 years of you trying to make him be a man. But no, it's okay. It's okay, because we need to protect these transgender kids that has a right and the ability in their fucking little minds to say, I don't want to be what I am. Now, are there special cases? Probably. But I remember my daughter being 13 years old and she thought she was a lesbian because she had more friend girls than she had boy girls friends. They're not old enough to even understand what in the fuck they are. Just like that 16-year-old that y'all think Stewart jacked off beside wasn't old enough to consent to wanting him to jack off in front of him, because that 16-year-old sure in the fuck wanted that 17-year-old boyfriend to bang her in the bedroom in there that Stewart caught. She was sexually active. She had enough fucking sense to let him bang her. But y'all say she ain't old enough to consent. What if she did? What if she did? What if the witness statement said, so-and-so, 16 years old, consented or allowed this or gave permission for so-and-so to beat off beside her, but in the state of Florida, 16-year-olds are not old enough to give consent. Would it have been any different? No, because she's not old enough to give the consent. But TC Boggs and his household thinks that a fucking 10-year-old or kids are old enough to think that they ain't even the fucking gender that they was born at. TC's out here saving the fucking world. He ain't saving shit. Because it sounds like his fucking household is turned upside down. While you're out here spending fucking months and months and months on the fucking road and never going home, your son's at home playing goddamn dress up. and wearing pigtails. Raising men out here, ain't we? This society has quit raising men a long fucking time ago. And TC Boggs is my age. He grew up in the same era I did. Back when fucking people raised men. What happened to you? You had to be raised by a pussy to grow up and be a pussy. And then you want to kind of halfway take a shit on these people telling their fucking stories by calling it oversharing. Oversharing. There is no such thing as oversharing. That's just a fucking phrase that you like to use to take a shit on somebody that tells a little bit fucking more truth than you fucking will, because we know goddamn well old TC Boggs ain't gonna fucking tell anything about his fucking childhood. TC Boggs ain't gonna talk about his kids. I've never heard TC Boggs say, I can't wait to get home to my children. I have never heard TC Boggs say, I miss my fucking kids out here. I have never heard him have a fucking down day because he was missing his fucking kids while he was in that fucking hotel room, laid back in a fucking hot tub, talking about how good his fucking job is. While maybe his son was at home playing fucking pin to tail on the donkey. But the donkey didn't have no tail. Now, y'all can take this video and completely decide to attack fucking Elite and go after me and go after every fucking thing I have. I don't give a fuck. It's been done, and nobody gives a shit. Because I'm doing nothing different than y'all have been doing. There's a good chance that ain't none of this fucking shit true about his son being transgender. That's the only thing in this video that might not be true. I didn't start that fucking rumor. I heard it. But it makes fucking sense, TC, because whenever you was going after Betty and TJ got in on it and I got in on it, we was going to fight the whole fucking BBC Now bullshit, and we was going to have a live stream on your fucking channel. You sent word through TJ to me, even though you had my fucking phone number. You sent TJ a message to get to me that says, I am not allowed to speak about Brittany Richardson being a transgender. I could talk about everything else, but I could not bring up that Brittany Richardson was a transgender. I have proved to myself, I have pulled up shit. I have dug in her fucking public fucking records. She is 100% a transgender. I have fucking court cases that are blocked and locked. You can't see them, but there's enough in there that proves it. She went for a name change in 2017. Her name used to be Michael Justin Richardson. She changed it to Brittany Nicole. I seen those fucking court. I didn't see the court documents, but I seen the case, and that's what she went in there for, to change her name from this to that. So I know 100% Brittany Richardson is a transgender, but I couldn't get on fucking TC Boggs' live stream and fucking say the truth. I couldn't get on there and say, I know it for a fact. He stopped me from getting on his platform and speaking about transgenders which makes me believe he might have a fucking transgender in his family. And it also makes sense because he didn't want somebody at home getting upset because he allowed it to be talked about because they support it at home. It seems like your wife, you know, you're on here telling everybody else what they need to do. Like, don't, Larry, hey, Larry, tell your wife she might not need to talk to strangers. You didn't denounce the act that was happening to her because you're a pussy. You said she don't need to talk to strangers. So TC Boggs, I'm going to tell you something. How about you tell your fucking wife to let your 10-year-old fucking son be a goddamn boy? How about you let your fucking wife know that you're raising fucking men, not dickless boys like you are? If you need some help, I have a fucking don't be a bitch fucking class that I can teach you. We're gonna have to talk every day for about 3 months. There's a couple of guys around here, if you can probably notice, that I have done turned in to fucking men. So I'm pretty fucking good at it. If you want to take that class, I got a coupon for you. Because them fucking people over there in the fucking where you're hanging out with, they ain't taught you shit. They just taught you how to be a fucking agenda pushing bitch. Come over here on my fucking side. I'll teach you how to fucking talk a little truth without a fucking agenda and teach you how to be a fucking man. And maybe you'll be able to take that fucking shit home and do a little archery in the backyard with your fucking 10-year-old instead of playing fucking Barbie dolls. But remember, guys, it ain't got to be no truth in none of this shit. All it has to be is an agenda. Some of y'all motherfuckers out here pushing fucking agendas and your goddamn house is a fucking wreck. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? A fucking community 100% full of truckers. Except for some of y'all. I'm gonna say 90% full of truckers. 99% of men. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about transgender kids? Do y'all protect them? Because TC Boggs does and his family. How do y'all feel about nobody's lives matter but Black Lives Matter? I feel like Black Lives Matter. I feel like everybody's lives matter. But while we're talking about pedophiles, let me read this right here. Since we got to back up some shit with some truth, right? Statistics documenting transgender people's experience of sexual violence indicate shockingly high levels of sexual abuse and assault. 1 in 2 transgender individuals are sexually abused or assaulted at some point in their life. TC Boggs, just like you support pedophilia by getting in that fucking sleeper, just like you support pedophilia by getting in that fucking sleeper and whacking off your goddamn little Peter to fucking Sally when she's taking an old bukkake shot and fucking somebody's double dipping in them fucking in them fucking guts, and you back there fucking spitting in a fucking pew and back there off of somebody who had 99% being fucking molested as a child. You're also supporting trans children that 1 in 2 of every one of them has been a victim of some kind of sexual abuse. How about we get help for them? How about we get help for these fucking transgenders because of the trauma of their sexual abuse instead of playing along with it? Little Tommy was sexually abused and somebody played with his Peter. It fucked his mind up. Now he don't want his Peter no more. Okay, Peter. Okay, Tommy, we'll just give you a pill and your Peter will just melt off. And we won't have to worry about you being a damn boy no more and these pedophiles being attracted to you, because now you're going to be another gender. And if you don't like that gender, you can turn into a goddamn furry. You can walk around like a cat in the house. And the fucking neighbors will pet you when I take you outside and let you piss in the yard. Just whatever, son. Whatever you don't want to be, you ain't got to be. If you're scared of being a boy, you can be a girl. If you end up being scared to be a girl, we can let you be a fucking poodle dog. We'll put a collar on you, take you to fucking Petco and let you walk around, smell the biscuits. Raise your fucking kids to be who they are. But all of this boils down to T.C. Boggs don't believe in God. He's an agnostic. He don't believe in God. But I'm going to tell you something, brother. I believe in God. And when God gave you a boy, he didn't make no mistake. He 100% didn't make no mistake. He didn't make no mistake when he created you. He didn't make no mistake when he created your wife. Because God don't make none. But when we take God out of stuff, this is the shit that happens. When you take God out of a family, because T.C. Boggs' family is agnostic and atheist, they don't believe in God. When you take God out of a family, this is what you get. This account supports the protection of trans kids. Not one Christian family believes in this because they know God didn't make a mistake with these kids. But the devil is running rampant in some of y'all's fucking households, and y'all are letting him. Y'all are making the devil a damn plate and he's got a chair at the table. But when you take God out of it, this is the kind of shit that happens. You can't see it. You can't see it. Whenever God was taken out of schools, when God was taken out of everything, what happened? This kind of shit started happening. And even ancient Rome and back in the Greek days, pedophilia was big time. Guess what stopped it? Guess what stopped pedophilia and gays and fucking transgenders in ancient Rome? Christianity. Christianity stopped it because it's wrong. And once y'all started taking Christianity and God out of America, this is what the fuck happens. People let their fucking little boys that should grow up and be masculine men fucking be girls. And this is the kind of shit y'all support in a trucking community. This is the kind of shit that y'all support. Captain fucking T.C. Boggs knows it all. He's smart because he says big fucking words on here. Believes in trans kids. But he will fight for a pedophile. Oh my God, a 16-year-old don't have the fucking ability to give you no goddamn, she can't consent. We all worried about the age of consent. We all worried about G.W. Bowles inviting a 17-year-old to fucking Vegas, which I do agree is fucking weird. But we ain't worried about the age of consent whenever a 10-year-old boy is being transitioned to what he wasn't born to be. We ain't worried about that and how that's going to fuck him up. We ain't worried about that, right? We ain't worried about who supports trans kids. Now, I support trans fucking adults because I don't give a fuck. Once you get to be adult, you can whatever you want to do because it's yours. Because you're supposed to have the ability to decide once you grow up. But a kid can't buy alcohol. A kid can't fucking buy cigarettes. A kid can't fucking vote for the president. A kid can't fight for the fucking war. A kid can't leave the goddamn house without a fucking parent or a guardian. We got all these fucking laws and fucking beliefs, which are good beliefs, of what kids can't do because they can't think for their fucking self, but y'all allow them to think that they're not even fucking who they are. That's okay. Hey, daddy, I don't think I want to damn be a boy no more. Oh, well, son. I mean, daughter, it's okay. Just go in there in the closet and throw all your boots away and your damn breeches and your damn button-up shirts, and mama will take you up there to town and get you some fucking pantyhose and some high heels, and she'll even teach you how to put the damn mascara on in there in the kitchen. It's fine. Because you, son, have the right to decide who you want to be. You might as well let the motherfucker go up there and buy cigarettes. You might as well let him go fucking vote for a president. You might as well let him be able to consent to somebody jacking off to him in the car. You might as well